Hello friends, welcome to the important session today. Here I have taken one session on what is a portion which you have to study in next remaining 2 days. Now I am taking the important points. It's not related to portion now. What are the important points of studies? All the 4 modules I'll give you. Mind it, it's not related to chapters. So watch this video completely, share it with your friends, share it on all your social media platforms, like the channel. Okay? So let's start first. What is the topic? Must know points, winning tips inside. So must know points here. Whatever you must know or whatever you'll have to study in each chapter or in each module, that will be discussed over here. Okay. So let's move on to the journey. But before that, kindly share this video, like this video. Okay. So let's start. Module A. In Module A, first topic is data collections, classification and tabulation. What you have to study? You have to study, clearly focus on methods of collecting, classifying and presenting the data. Very important one. Methods are very important. What is the inclusive data, what is the exclusive set, inclusive set? This you have to study very clearly. Okay. Then classifying, what is ungrouped data, what is grouped data, presenting. You have to study what is pie chart. You need to know it properly. Okay. Then you will have to study the various numericals are there. 2 numericals are there which you have to study. Basic ones, but you have to study that. Okay. How to present the data. Then sampling techniques, learn about the different sampling methods, various theory part. Sampling methods, okay, means probabilistic sampling, non-probabilistic sampling. In probabilistic sampling, the 4 methods. In non-probabilistic, various other methods. Important ones, out of these probabilistic 4, this random sampling, simple random, okay, then systematic, okay, then cluster, then stratified. Out of the 2 will be asked in exam. And non-probability you will be asked snowball sampling. Generally they ask you snowball or convenience. There are 4 methods. You have to study all of them. Then random sampling and sampling from non-normal distribution. These topics you have to study: normal distribution and non-normal distribution. Okay, you have to study the various numericals. You have to study the numericals on finite and infinite populations. Okay. Then you have measures of central and tendency and dispersion. This is the most toughest topic. In your entire CIB ABM. I won't say BFM because BFM is more tougher than this. So, central tendency and dispersion, toughest topic in your ABM. Okay. So, understand arithmetic mean, mode, median. See, here you will have to understand arithmetic mean, mode, median. Arithmetic mean you will have to understand for grouped and ungrouped data. You will have to understand geometric mean, harmonic mean for grouped and ungrouped data. Then you will have to understand mode and median for again grouped and ungrouped data. See here, go through this whatever I am telling you without fail. Okay. Then next you will have to understand skewness, kurtosis. That you will have to know. See this, skewness, kurtosis. Okay. Then you will have to understand measures of dispersion. There are various measures of dispersion. In this, you will have to study the dispersion methods. Means standard deviation. Mainly you will have to study standard deviation. The 4 absolute numbers and relative numbers. These are there in this dispersion. Okay. So need to understand this. Correlation and regression. One case study definitely there in your exam on correlation. 5 marks. Learn about the relationships between variable and how to use regression to predict the outcomes. See this, correlation between variables. Here this is called as R, coefficient of correlation. This you will have to study. You will have a 5 marks numerical on this. And 5 marks numerical is separate on the regression, y equals to a plus bx. You'll have to study this y equals to a plus bx along with the confidence level. Okay, y equals to a plus bx along with the confidence level. Very important one. Y equals to a plus bx along with the confidence level you will have to study. Okay, don't miss this. Next, time series. Understand how to analyze data that changes over time, including identifying trends, cyclical variations, and seasonal patterns. You have to understand this. See this. How to analyze the data that changes over time. Now here time series is similar to, kindly note, you will find similarity between your correlation and time series. And you will find the similarity between estimation and sampling. Okay. In time series, kindly note there are few four to five important points which I tell you. You will have to remember this. Okay. In time series, kindly note summation of x should always be 0. You will have to remember this. Then second one, if the number of elements are even, you will have to multiply x by 2. How to find out x? You will have to study. Again, you get a numerical on this. Time series. Module A, all chapters you have numericals. All. Then theory of identifying the trends. See various trends. Again, this is important. Identify the trends. 4 types of trends are there. All of those you will have to study. Okay. Cyclical variation. See, these are the trends basically. Cyclical, seasonal. Okay. Then 2 more are there. Then theory of probability. Again, the toughest topic. Okay, one of the toughest topics. So, kindly note in your complete ABM, you have only two tough topics. Very tough. One is that central tendency and second is this probability. Very tough. Here you will have to understand the concepts of probability. Okay, various concepts. Now what are the concepts of probability? You will have to understand the formula of probability. You will have to understand the probability, this conditional probability. Say this. Conditional probability. Then you will have to understand probability distribution. This includes normal distribution also. Normal distribution we will have to study. Again, which is studied earlier. Then probability numericals will be there. You will have to study those. Tough numericals to come on conditional probability. Okay. Even simple probability is also there. You will have to study the 3 types of probabilities. Bernoulli, binomial and Poisson. Formula for those. You will have to study those. Estimation. I told you similar to sampling. Here you will have to learn about estimates and interval estimates, including confidence intervals. So the numericals in estimation are easy, quite easy. Similar to sampling. Okay, generally they are infinite population. If they give you for finite population, then use the formula for finite. Remember finite population multiplier. You will be asked the question in the exam. Finite population multiplier. Linear programming. Here in LPP, there is one more which is not mentioned over here. LPP. Understand these mathematical modeling techniques. See, there are 2 methods. One is graphical and second is simplex. In exam, they ask you on graphical. They don't ask you on simplex. Simplex, they'll ask you the theory. They'll not ask you the numericals. But numericals you'll get a lot on graphical methods. Also, in numericals will be there on forming the constraints and forming the objective functions. Numericals will be there. Don't miss. There's one more which is not mentioned over here. That is simulation. Simulation. Okay, simulation. In simulation, you don't have a numerical. One case study is there about a milkman. His method and our method, that you'll have to study. Milkman case study does come. Then theory is there. What are the various sequence of theory of simulation? Plus we have Monte Carlo simulation that will be asked to you in exam. Okay? Module B, HR. Here you will have to study first recruitment and selection. Learn about the process of finding and hiring new employees. See, finding and hiring new employees. Okay, you have to study this, how to hire the employees. Then training and development. Understand how to develop and implement training programs for the employees. How to develop and implement, okay, training programs. Performance management. Learn about the goals about setting goals and evaluating performance and providing feedback. These topics are theory. You'll have to rectify. Okay, go through the whatever is given. Whatever I am telling you, you'll be asked the questions on this. Okay. Compensation and benefits. Understand the different compensation strategies and employee benefits. Various means 360-degree appraisal. What are the various compensation techniques nowadays used? Is salary, what is salary versus your package? Okay. Then you come to module C. Here module C, project appraisal. See here, now the topics are very huge, means overview of credit, then you have this financial statement analysis. I won't go into the topics now. I'll focus on the main points. You'll have to study what is project appraisal, understand how to assess the viability of the projects and including infra projects. More focus will be given on infrastructure. Kindly note, infra is the main point. Viability means how to understand what the project, how does the project work, how are the financials generated in the project. You'll have to understand that. Okay. Then credit delivery. You'll have to understand the documents, legal documents. Okay. What is DPN? What is letter of continuing security? What is an agreement? What is valuation? What is search and title report? All those methods of creating the charge. All those 5 methods. Okay. Mortgage, hypothecation, pledge, lien and assignment. Then credit, you'll get the questions on these. Learn about the different methods of providing credit, including third-party guarantees and security positions. Where are third-party guarantees used? There are certain situations given. Those you have to study. I've given everything in the classes also. Security position. Okay. Credit control. Understand the tools and techniques to monitor and control the credit risk. Very important topic. Credit control. Okay. Monitor what? In this you will have to understand the importance of LRM, loan review mechanism. This topic contains LRM. So loan review mechanism, what is it? How is it? Does it study the customer or does it study the bank process? That's LRM. Okay. Tools and techniques. What are the tools? What are the methods used for LRM? What are the methods used for controlling the credit risk? Various methods at the HO level separate, at the portfolio level separate, at the transaction level separate. All you'll have to study that. Risk management and credit rating. You'll have to understand this. Understand how to manage the credit risk and assess the credit worthiness of the borrowers. Okay. See here, I am not giving you the chapters in this because chapters I have already given in another sessions. I am not giving you the chapters, I am giving you the important topics. This is about important topics you must know. Assess the credit worthiness of the borrowers. What are the financial documents? How to assess the financial documents? What are the CIBIL reports? Okay, that you will have to study. Restructuring and recovery. Learn about the process of restructuring or recovery process, including stressed assets and NPAs. Various methods you will have to study. What is CIRP? What is PIRP? Sure question, CIRP and PIRP. Sure. Okay? You will have to study those. Restructuring and rehab. Definite questions you get it. D. Compliance. Theory. Again, complete theory, no numericals. Numericals are there in module A and C. Understand the role and responsibilities of compliance functions in banks. Okay. What are the compliance? How does the bank, what does the bank suffer if compliance is not done? What are the various tools nowadays available for compliance? Nowadays we have everything in software for compliance. Audit committees and internal audit. What are the various audit committees? Okay. Learn about the roles and responsibilities of audit committees and internal audit functions. Got it? Audit committees and internal audit. What does the audit committee do? What are the various levels of audit committees? What are the functions? What do they do? What does each audit committee do? Compliance governance structure. Understand the organizational structure and reporting requirements related to compliance. So, organization structure and reporting requirements related to compliance. Means, what are the reportings which are given to RBI? What are the reportings which are given to the board of directors? What are the reportings given to the various committees, to the various senior management? All these you need to understand. Internal control. Learn about the different types of internal controls and their importance in preventing fraud and errors. The concept is very important over here. Various types of internal controls. Internal controls related to transactions, related to employee wise. Okay, these you will have to study. Importance of preventing fraud and error. What means, how does the bank lose when they get a fraud? What is this? Means in newspaper, when the news comes, what happens? Okay. LRM, loan review mechanism. I told you earlier only, LRM is the main point which you have to study. Understand how banks monitor the quality of their loans through loan review mechanism. LRM is basically related to the process of audit. It is not related to actual audit. So this you will have to study. These are the important points which I wanted to focus, which you'll have to study, and you'll get many numericals and theory questions on this. So don't miss anyone. Okay. So those were the important points which you have to study for your exam in next 2 days. And there is something important for you, very beneficial for you. What is it? Let's look at it. Say this. Free test series is available. For next 2 days, you give all the tests. Remember, if you give the test, you are more confident of going into the exam. So practice with chapter-wise test or full-length mock test. Both are available, and that also free. Kindly note, both are free. But how do you do this? How do you do this? Means how to attempt these tests? They are available on Adda 24/7 app. Okay, go there. Okay, say this. Use the coupon code JCB100 and get access to the best preparation material. See here, kindly note, limited time. Of course, it is limited time. For your exam also, it's limited time. You can use this code or scan this QR code. By this, you will be getting those free tests. Don't miss this free test. Don't miss, because that will boost your confidence. Go for chapter wise test, isn't it? If you want, you can go for chapter wise, because you'll understand where you are, isn't it? Yeah, if somebody has completed the chapters, go for the complete test, isn't it? Best of luck, and let's meet in the marathons. Okay.